Hey YouTube, welcome to Trade Desmo. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a nice, inexpensive Mother's Day project. And it's on an 11 by 14 canvas, wrap canvas. And I'm going to show you how to prepare the canvas and use permanent adhesive vinyl in order to make a beautiful project for whoever you're going to make them for. So it only takes a few different pieces. You need the glue, which is going to be the base, or the sealant rather, to seal the canvas. You're going to need something to paint the canvas, like a paintbrush or a foam brush. And of course, you're going to need a cutting machine. This is my Silhouette Cameo. And you're also going to need the permanent adhesive vinyl. And pretty much that's it. It's not too many different things that you need to buy, and it's all not that expensive. So this is a project that anybody can do. This level is beginner level. It's not hard whatsoever. So we're going to go through this, and I just thought I was making some canvases. I'm going to offer them in the shop, and I thought it'd be a good idea to share with my YouTube family. So just keep on, and we're just going to make this and go ahead. Before we do that, I just want to give you a brief history on how I came to doing the canvas and the style that we're going to do it, because there's so many different ways that you can make these works of art. So the first one I've done, and I wanted to show you this one. This is using HTV, heat transfer vinyl, and this is an 11 by 14 canvas. And what I did to prepare this one, this was my very first attempt. I put Mod Podge on the canvas, or that makes it have this glossy shine. But at first, I did the HTV and I used my clamshell heat press. It was very hard putting it on there. I had a difficult time, and that's why I ended up covering it with Mod Podge. It turned out pretty good. If you can see the little glare from it was a glossy Mod Podge. It turned out pretty good, but I decided that doing it HTV using the clamshell wasn't going to work out for me. And usually when I come to you with these videos, I've tried it before so I can know what I'm talking about before I get on camera and look crazy. So now this is another 11 by 14. This is the second canvas I tried. This is my Queen Bee canvas. There is no shine to it because this is just straight canvas. I didn't coat this with anything. This is put on with HTV. Again, however, what I did was I used a regular iron, just a everyday iron, turned it off of the, what's that setting where it sprays the liquid, the water out. I turned that off, so it's just a straight iron on 320 degrees, and I had to put a towel up underneath the canvas, and I pressed it piece by piece to get this look on here, and then I just embellished it with rhinestones and diamonds. I was going to show y'all how to do the HTV version with an iron, and I still can, but to me that still was a little bit more difficult than I wanted to get into. And because this is straight canvas and it's white, I keep it wrapped up. So that's why we're not doing the HTV one. We can, but I didn't want to for the first one. I want to start off simple. Now this canvas, this is another wrap canvas. This is an 8 by 10 size canvas. And this is doing the same process that I'm going to show you today, which was coating it with the triple thick coat that I used to do glasses with. And this is using permanent vinyl and using rhinestones. And I did not cover the vinyl with the sealant like I did for the first one that I showed you. This is just straight vinyl on this, and this is, to me, it was the easiest way to show. Look how beautiful that is. I love it. And this is on another wrap canvas, and not using HTV, but permanent vinyl. And lastly, I'm showing you the versatility of this method. This is a 9x12 poster board. It's a canvas board. It's canvas still, but it's not wrapped. And you could buy these still in the same places that you could buy the other ones. And this is still the process that we're getting ready to do with the triple thick on top, coated with the triple thick. Put your permanent vinyl on there. This is my layered vinyl. I layered it, of course, and then I added the bling to it. I love it. And I added the words. But anyway, yeah, so this is another one. You get a nice stand and you put it up and stand it up, and it's nice artwork also. If you want to know how to do the layering of the vinyl, you can visit my video that I did layering a five color design. This is only 3 colors. You have your black, you have your skin tone, and you have your hot pink. So this is a 3 color, so it's not even as detailed as the one that I did in that video. So for this video, here's a blank 11x14 canvas, and it has the plastic on it still. And this is going to be the graphic. I already cut it out. She is strong, brave, fearless, lovely, beautiful mom. Of course, I'll have a link to where I got this graphic from. And this is going to fit. And this is 10.5 by 12. Because if you have a regular cameo like I do, it only cuts 12 by 12 size sheets. So it's not going to fit all the way to the top and the bottom of the 14, but I think this fits pretty good. It's actually perfect. You have room on the sides if you want to add bling to this. And it's going to fit on top of here like that. But first, before we put that on, we have to prepare our canvas. Oh, excuse my little braid. We have to prepare our canvas. Okay, preparing the canvas. They come in plastic. Of course, you want to remove the plastic. Remove the plastic. Okay. Now, here's my triple thick. They have them in spray can form. I just tend to use this. And I've used it. This isn't a brand new thing. And triple thick is pretty thick. I just have this raggedy little foam brush. You don't need a lot. I use this stuff for just about everything. See, I just have just a little bit in there. I might have to get some more in there. But what I do, I don't just pour it directly on here. I did for, I think, the first one, the little one, Hair Girl. It was too thick. So what I do is take a little bit of water. Hold on, let me get close. I mean, don't sort a little bit, like boom. See, I didn't even hardly put anything in there. You just need to mix it up. Actually, I didn't put enough triple thick in here. You just want, your purpose is to thin it. I shouldn't use this brush. It's already shedding. It's getting black stuff in there. Wait, let me throw this out. Okay. Let me do that again. scratch the foam brush, I'm going to use this brush. Put a little bit more in here. Even though I do think that's too much. So let me seal that back, put that back on here. So see, I already had that little bit of water. A little bit of water goes a long way. But since I added more, I'm going to still do a tad bit, just a little bit, like, boom, little. And I'm just mixing it up, just thinning it so it can spread easy. There is no wrong or right way to do it, unless if you put too much, like pour the water in there, like seriously pour it. Let me put this cap on. I'm a klutz, you already know that. And all I'm doing is I'm just spreading it on the canvas. So this is what we're looking like. This is wet. Set it aside and let it dry. It does not take long. I'd say you can let it sit for about an hour or even 2. Let's even go 2 hours at the most. You can let it sit for about 2 hours and then you're ready to go. We'll sit it away from something, because right now if you get dust or whatever particles, it'll stick to it because it's wet. So put it up.
1 hour later.
Completely dry canvas. See the nice gloss on there? That's from the triple thick mix with your water. It filled in the spaces nicely, the canvas. So this is the part where we're going to apply our vinyl. So all I'm going to do, and this is, you be careful about this. However, if you do mess this up, you can pull it back up again. And I know from personal experience. But it's best not to. So I'm eyeballing it. I think that's straight. It looks straight. What do you think? I'm thinking it is. I think it is. But this is say if it wasn't. You have to be very careful, but you can lift it back up again, even though I haven't pressed it down. You don't want to take your tool and press it down until you're sure whether or not, see it's already sticking. I'm going to leave it alone because I think it's straight. So I'm going to take my tool, or my little push tool, or brandishing tool, or whatever they call these. And I'm not pressing into it because, remember, this is a canvas on the back and you don't want the wrapping to come loose. So I'm just gently but sternly going over it. Okay. Now this is where you got to be careful too. And take your time. Because you want to make sure it sticks. Or you don't lift up and don't leave anything that doesn't come up with it. But see how that's sticking to the canvas? That's the only thing about this design. This was a pain. It's cute, but these little things in there was kind of hard to weed. That was pretty good. I'm glad it worked out. That's a little crooked. A little bit. I don't know if that's enough to be a deal breaker though. And yes, I do save my paper, my contact paper. I could reuse this because that's a lot of contact paper. I could use it for the next time. I'm using 3mm and 2mm size stones. Resin. That's all I craft with is resin stones, honestly. Glass, to me, it's not really any difference. Maybe you feel something different like it is, but I don't think so. And I'm going to use Liquid Fusion. Of course, here's my regular gem tag. But to me, Liquid Fusion might be better for this project, only for the fact that it goes on clear. And I want to be able to see because of the small details. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Here's a bling and crafting tip for you. What I do when I bling a canvas, or mostly anything for that matter, I would take a marker. This is a Sharpie fine point marker, and this is a yellow one. And I want to, because I'm using yellow, I would put the permanent marker in the places that I'm going to actually put the bling. It's like if you were blinging a color vinyl. You don't have to do that, but because this surface is white, it just makes it look neater. I mean, that's just my own personal preference. Please, by any means, you don't have to do this. This is just my tip. So I'm going to take this permanent marker and I'm just going to color in the space that I'm blinging. And I'm just, you don't need a lot. That's where I put it at. Just a little line. So see, we have our, where is that? We have our first line. And I'm just establishing my lines. And I'm just going to lay the stones like we just did the first row. And I'll be back to show you what they look like. She is now dry. She is strong, brave, fearless, lovely, beautiful mom. All our embellishments. I'm actually really glad we ended up doing the stem. I really like that. So when I make these in the future, I'm going to make sure I bling the stem. And I also like that color. That was a light green. And even little embellishments on the hearts. A little bit goes a long way. Our final project. Like, share, and subscribe. Join me as we make more things. I enjoy you, and thanks for watching.